because they say anything can happen on Wrestle Lost. Welcome to Wrestle Lost Force.
Ah, yes, she's the dead here. It's the Wrestle Lost Darby cast.
The sniper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrestle Lost. There's a couple of things to talk about. Some serious, some not so serious, some congratulatory. So to get it going, here's Johnny.
Congratulations to Dominic Mysterio, who got married this past week, and not to Rhea Ripley.
Not to mommy.
No. But I did see the videos of his wedding, and I think it's funny that every time he tried to talk when he was thanking everyone for being there, then they started booing him.
And that's family and friends, evidently.
Yeah, and apparently, I guess Ray was there because he did say thank you to Mom and Dad.
I mean, look, it's kayfabe shit, so you know his dad was going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really hate each other.
Oh, of course not. His groomsmen, two of them were Damian Priest and Austin Theory. And Rhea was there as well.
Yeah, I didn't know how many people I would hear that would be there, but as far as I know, they are the only ones. And Bronson Reed. Bronson was there as well. Well, so Zach asked me, where's Buddy? He probably had AEW obligations.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to be there.
Yeah.
But hey, from the videos I've seen, they partied, they drank, they had a good time. That's all that matters. Rhea Ripley dancing to a sonidito, love it.
Well, over to some AEW news. Mike Santana has officially left AEW. He's one half of Santana and Ortiz. His contract expired, so we'll see where he ends up. Also,
I don't want to speak and be out of line, but I'm getting the vibe that it wasn't the most amicable of departures.
I don't think so either, because he was out for over a year with a torn ACL after the blood and guts match, and then he had a real life falling out with his tag partner Ortiz.
Yeah,
and then he wasn't. Once he came back, he wasn't really used that much. He last wrestled in October on TV, so it's been a while.
Yeah, that was the fight between him and Ortiz.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the last things I heard before it all blew up again was that they were trying to work things out, but it didn't seem to happen as well as they thought it was going to. So, the fact that he's now gone, it's whatever is best for you in that situation, because who knew no one really knows how bad that falling out was between him and Ortiz. So, yeah, hope he lands somewhere that respects him as well. So, if that's what he wants to do.
And in a surprising move this week, Kevin Kelly has been fired by AEW. I think this stems from some tweets he made about Ian Rick Bonney libeling him, and I think this because last summer when he went to New Japan to cover the G1 for a month or so. Ian took over for him on Collision, and it seems like Ian was always the better play by play guy with than Kevin Kelly, and I think Kevin Kelly didn't appreciate that. Uh, but so here's the thing though. I don't think Kevin Kelly got used to the weekly TV. When he was with New Japan, they didn't have TV shows on a weekly basis. They would have 2 to 3 per month, and sometimes those weren't always even he even had English commentary, and they weren't always on TV. They were on the New Japan World, and sometimes they would be shown, well, at least in Japanese, on Samurai Network over in Japan. But yeah, so he's no longer with AEW. I'm hoping if he doesn't go back to New Japan, I hope that they can at least WWE can at least pick him up. He can go back there.
Yeah.
So here's what I want. I want him to go to WWE, put Wade Barrett back on NXT with
Big
Vic,
Joseph.
Vic Joseph. Call Vince. If Vic Joseph, get rid of Booker T.
Booker T's not good at commentary. I'm sorry.
Have Kevin Kelly be on SmackDown, do play-by-play, and let Corey Graves go back to commentary.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that. Yeah, whatever makes commentary better, because like I said a couple of weeks ago, I pay more attention to the Raw commentary than the SmackDown commentary.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to improve on it, and getting him would be fucking badass for SmackDown again. So yeah, I'm bummed that AEW let him go and that they never used him to his full potential, but anything is possible, and I hope somebody gets him because he's too good. Like, he's been around for a very long time, and he got better. So yeah, you got to give him his props.
Yeah, he was back in WWE during the Attitude Era.
Yeah, he was used more comedically back then.
Yeah.
But hey, he took it like a champ, and he bettered himself, and he learned and all that shit, and it shows. So yeah, give him his respect, and let's get this dude on SmackDown.
Yeah, so from one person getting fired to another one being suspended. Back on Valentine's Day, Sammy Guevara had a match with Jeff Hardy, which was taped for Collision, which would be aired 2 nights later. And when Sammy went to go do his what was it, the
You went to do the 450.
450? Yeah, it was a 450, and Sammy's knee collided with Jeff's head, and that caused Jeff to get a possible concussion, and they didn't. But before they could even stop the match, Sammy got Jeff up and got him the GTH on him, and so because of that, Sammy was suspended because they didn't follow the right concussion protocol. You could see after the match, both Matt and Jeff were like yelling and cussing at Sammy. So
Yeah.
he's out right now. I'm not sure how long the suspension will be for.
So we discussed this for quite a bit during the week, and once we learned of Sammy's suspension and all that shit, and we pretty much all agreed that as long as they informed Sammy that it was a possible concussion, which they did, they told him not to do the move, not to do his finisher, and he did. So, as much as I love Sammy, this is a good suspension because you were told not to. You in the ring are supposed to protect each other. And if they outright told you, don't do the finisher because of the possible concussion, you don't do the finisher. You find another way.
Or you just pin it right after the 450.
Yeah. Or you call the match. Like they could say he couldn't continue or something like that.
Or just do a simple roll up.
Yeah, just do a roll up. Like in situations like this, we would understand just a roll up. So, yeah. Sammy is like I would say 95% to blame. I put the other 5% on AEW because maybe it would have been the smart decision to call it and just end the match abruptly. It wouldn't be the first time they do it. So, yeah. But Sammy is mostly to blame on this one, unfortunately. And just hope Jeff is all right.
Well, since we're in Mania season, that means we're also in Hall of Fame season. And WWE have announced the first inductee into the Hall of Fame this year. It's going to be Paul Heyman. This isn't the first time Paul Heyman's been asked to be in the Hall of Fame. He's declined it before because he said he didn't want to do it because he was still an active performer. We call him a wrestler, a performer. But this time it's different because this is going to be Triple H's first Hall of Fame classes that he gets to choose. And it's also going to be in Philadelphia, the home of ECW.
Damn right.
Yeah. Now, there are other names that are planned to be announced. I don't think they've been made official yet.
There's 2 more that's been made official.
Official? Okay. Well,
Bull Nakano.
Oh yeah, Bull Nakano.
And the U.S. Express.
Who's that?
Barry Windham and
then Mike Rotunda. Mike Rotunda
okay.
and Barry Windham.
Okay, I couldn't think of their tag team name.
Yeah, they were the U.S. Express.
That's why whenever we discussed it the other day at the gym, I didn't say the U.S. Express.
Yeah.
It would be easier to identify him that way.
Like, is that the wrestler that had the mailman gimmick?
Is it? I mean, the name would make sense.
But yeah. So Paul Heyman, Bull Nakano, Barry Windham, and Mike Rotunda.
Yeah.
Now we speculated there might be one other person, and Freddie was saying it maybe they might go ahead and put Bray Wyatt in there because after all, Mike Rotunda is his father and Barry Windham's his uncle. He was named after Barry Windham. Windham Rotunda.
Yeah.
I would wait till next year. Let him have his whole. Because with Paul Heyman's a big name and he's going to be the biggest name there, unless they put in Bray. I would wait till next year. Let Bray be the big name by himself and not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so here's the question I asked Johnny the other day, and I want to see what you think about it. So I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think Paul Heyman is good enough to be the headliner?
Yes.
See, I go back and forth in my mind a
Because
lot on this question.
because he created ECW and
Yeah.
all that, plus him as the spokesman or the wise man for the tribal chief, plus all of his work with Brock
Brock and CM Punk.
and CM Punk. Yeah, I think he's a headliner. See, and what you do, I would actually wait till next year and don't induct Bray Wyatt. I'd induct like the Wyatt family. That way you honor Brody too, or Luke Harper, or you know, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do.
And Paul Heyman, he's been in the business for over 40
Long
since
time.
he was a teenager. He was like 14 years old, and he would go to the shows in New York and to take pictures. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. He actually got a ride home with Classy Freddie Blassie one time when Blassie almost killed him. But,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean that's the argument that some will say he should, some say he shouldn't. I'd say sure, why not? And plus, all the years he's been at commentary, the first time I ever saw him, I knew him as Paulie Dangerously
Yeah.
back in WCW
Yeah.
when he used to do WCW Saturday Night with Jim Ross.
Yeah. You can't deny, like, that's why I go back and forth a lot on this question, because you can't deny what he's brought to the wrestling world. It's just call it my bias towards Bray Wyatt, that you didn't do completely right by him when he was alive. So just do right by him by putting him in the Hall of Fame. And he's going to be inducted sooner or later anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just, it's not that I want to get it over with. I just want it to happen already so I can get those emotions out again, because I mean, Donnie knows what happened the other day. I'm not gonna say it on here, okay? Not gonna out myself like that. But yeah, I wish it would happen this year so I myself and other people that I know that would feel the same way as I would feel, we would just get to see it already, and that way we can not move on and forget about them, but just have that moment already so we can go through what we need to go through.
And also, possibly last night, The Rock may have spoiled another Hall of Fame inductee, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And one bit of news of Vince McMahon, Mark Shapiro was speaking this week at a Morgan Stanley conference, and he said that pretty much basically saying that Vince doesn't have anything to do with WWE or TKO. He'll never be back.
Yeah. And he sold a whole bunch, and not that it matters,
Yeah.
but he sold a whole bunch of shares again.
Yeah, like was it 15 billion?
Yeah, 15 million something.
15 million. 15 million. 50 million
astronomical
shares.
Number.
Yeah, number of
15 million shares.
Which he still has, like I think, like 12 million shares in the company.
Yeah, which I think was roughly like 450 million was the number I heard.
Maybe.
So I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't, and he's preparing to pay out some shit. Just saying.
Or he's getting money together for legal fees.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting ready to pay out on some shit, because it's gonna get expensive, bro.
Yeah.
But you deserve all that bullshit.
Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anything.
Y'all wanted to know if something's happening on.
Did something happen?
What's going on?
Danielson's fixing to challenge Ospreay to a match.
I mean, it's going to be a big match.
At Dynasty. At Dynasty.
Oh yeah. I pretty much thought that was going to be the case.
Yeah, I assumed that's what was going to happen.
Because this is his retirement tour. Now that we got Sting's retirement out of the way, now we got to prepare ourselves for Danielson.
And Ospreay agreed. So
nice. Ospreay's good like that.
So. Yeah. Yes. So I've heard his last match is going to be at Wembley at All In.
Who, Danielson?
Yeah.
If that is his last match, it's going to creep up on us too. And look, at least with Sting, we could say he was almost 65 and it was time. I don't think I'm not ready for a second Danielson retirement, okay? he put us through it the first time, and yes, I cried.
And Aubrey can say that she was there for both of them.
Yeah.
Because she was there in the front row the first time.
Yeah. God damn it. I'm not ready for this, man. And you know what's coming sooner than later as well. Adam Copeland's retirement again.
Again.
It's just tearing my heart apart, bro.
And then eventually we'll get Christians.
Yeah.
And Will Ospreay says he wants to retire Billy Gunn.
Like, hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck. Billy can still go, okay? He's
better
than all of us. So
yeah,
he ain't retiring anytime soon.
Oh no.
He looks too good for that.
I've got one more bit of news, but I'll say that for one of my moments coming up.
Okay. So I have some screenshots of some shit that made me laugh. So I wanted to bring them up. Let me go to them. I didn't think we were going to end already, so I didn't have them ready. Shit. Where are they?
Uh-oh.
Oh, here they are. So somebody texted or somebody messaged Mike Bennett on Twitter and told him, "Wow, does she have your balls in her purse too?" Speaking about Maria Kanellis. And then Maria answered and said, "No, on my chin." I'm like, Maria, come on now.
Jeez.
I know. Look, we're all adults here. I've said that many times, but Jesus Christ, what the like? Look, I get it. The shit happens, okay? But you don't fucking put that shit on Twitter. And I'm not the only one that reacted that way. As soon as I saw it, it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, that made me laugh a couple of days ago. And then Denise was doing her show with Mark Henry, and they were talking about the matches that have been going on of the big meaty men slapping meat matches. And Denise was like, "Hey, when the meat is good, it's good." I'm like, God damn it. So much meat talking this week on Twitter.
And then you got the new AEW stage. They brought back the heel and face tunnels.
Yeah.
So now they're just big rings, and people have compared them to anything from condoms to cock rings.
Yeah.
And right now the Young Bucks aren't even using them. They're coming up through the floor like Cody used to.
Oh yeah, they got the Cody Vader.
That actually.
Yeah, they got the Cody Vader.
Yeah, I like that shit. They're playing up the heels real good.
Yeah. They don't need cock rings.
Yeah, no. That's enough talking on cock rings and meat, bro. Like,
Hey, you
I'm
sorry.
the one that brought it up. I know.
Yeah.
But also, just to end this already, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and because this is one of the modes we want to try, the 2K24 slap yourself with all the Slim Jims match.
Yes.
Yeah, that in itself sold me on 2K24. I'm gonna have to get it.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I'm still gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting it tonight. Actually,
And I have seen that they have blurred out Vince McMahon's face. Anywhere he may appear in the stories in the game or anywhere, they blurred his face out.
I mean, we're still gonna know it's him.
Yeah.
It's obvious when it's him, but sure. Did they blur Brock Lesnar too? Like,
No, they just made him unplayable.
oh, okay.
You can't play him.
If you're gonna do it
But
to
you,
one, I would
I
say
think
do
you
it to
can
the
fight
other.
him in like the showcase and stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to fight him because I think that isn't the showcase WrestleMania
Yeah.
moment or something. Yeah, so he'll eventually have to fight Undertaker. So
Yeah. That's just gonna be weird, but hey, at least you're not gonna be able to fight as him.
but I hope they reverse history and let you win that match against the Undertaker.
That would be funny
Yeah.
if they were to let you win that match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Change it up. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just wanted to end with that little bit of a funny bit because it just made me laugh, man, okay? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all about the laughter at times. So now that we've gone through the news, we're going to go ahead and get into our moments. I'm going to go over to Johnny and get his moment for AEW or for WWE.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So for I think the next few weeks, my moments are going to be bloodline related. So SmackDown last night, the show starts off with Rock and Roman Reigns and the rest of the bloodline being led in by security, and then they also show Cody and Seth being led by security. Nick Aldis puts them in a room, like I guess to separate them from the bloodline, because you know that their segment's not going to happen until the end of the show. So we get to the end of the show before or right when they're going to go to commercial break. Aldis goes to get Cody and Seth. They're not there anymore. They've already found their way out. So at the commercial, the bloodline comes out. Roman and Solo, Jimmy and Paul, and you know Roman's entrance, how long it takes. But then right after he gets in the ring, then the Rock's entrance hits, and he comes out, and that takes a few minutes as well. And
Speaking of the Rock's entrance, I hate when he shows us with the goosebumps. It's like, I don't care. I'm tired of the goosebumps.
You're the only one that has goosebumps right now, bro.
Yeah, nobody else cares.
Yeah,
showing the goosebumps, hitting his arm, showing the goosebumps. Like,
looking like a skeeter, bro.
It's not 1999 anymore.
Yeah, I know. Like, stop it.
It's 25 years ago. All right, so right after their Rock's music finally ends, Roman Reigns, he said Dallas, and for the first time he said, instead of saying acknowledge me, he said acknowledge us, meaning all the bloodline.
Hey, it said acknowledge the bloodline. I think.
Yeah. And then Cody's music hits, but Cody didn't come. He's not coming down the ramp and through the entrance. Him and Seth are coming Shield style through the crowd. and just to avoid the security. So they get in the ring, then
And you notice they didn't play Seth's music at
no,
all. Now the
no,
crowd sang it once he got in the ring, but
yeah, but well, first before that, they took another commercial. Bad timing. Uh, bad. What do you call it? Spacing, whatever.
Yeah.
Pacing. That's it. And so, yeah. So once they come back from the commercial, Cody's music's still playing. Then Cody's music stops, and they start chanting Seth's entrance music. And Cody starts to talk, but then the Rock interrupts him just to tell him, remind him again, hey, here are your options for the match at Mania. You know, it's me and Roman against you and Seth, and if y'all win, then you can have a clean one-on-one match on night 2 with no bloodline at ringside, no interference. And then he said, but when we win, talking Brock and Roman, then that's when they get the bloodline rules match. And Seth tells him to shut up. That he's heard enough. Seth. And before this, they started chanting, when The Rock was talking, they started chanting diarrhea, which is what Seth had nicknamed him. But Seth came up with a better name, which was Mr. Midlife Crisis.
I love Seth Rollins and Cody, but we all three of us, and some would even argue that some of us are already there. We're just not acting out on it. We're very close to being in a midlife crisis.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I didn't like that line for that reason.
Well, yeah, because like I just said, 1999 was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So then Seth, he accepts the match at Mania. Then The Rock, he gets his words, and he starts talking to Cody, telling him that Roman's grandfather looking down on them, and Rock's grandfather's looking down, and even American Dream Dusty Rhodes looking down. Then The Rock started talking about his siblings. He said, "You have an older sister. She I used to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, and you have an older brother." And this is when he maybe accidentally teased. He said, "Your older brother, he's a Hall of Famer," and then he corrected himself, "a future Hall of Famer." So, which means to tell me that maybe Goldust / Dustin is going to be put into the Hall of Fame.
So that'd be good for this year.
Yeah.
That way he can interfere in the match.
That would make sense too.
Bray Wyatt.
It would make sense. So then he told Cody, he said, but they're 20 years older than him, which isn't exactly true. I think Dustin is 15 years older than him. Anyway, I don't know how old his sister is, but he said, Cody, that means that you were a mistake. And right when he said that, the logo popped up on the bottom of the screen. Just before they went off the air, Cody slaps the shit out of him, and they go, and The Rock just turns and just looks away, like can't believe he did that. And the show goes off the air.
So, one thing real quick, since we're on this segment.
Yeah.
I saw a video roughly an hour ago where when the whole slap is about to happen, but The Rock is still talking, you can see one of the production guys like out on by the camera next to the cameraman, just telling The Rock, "You gotta go, bro. You got to hurry up, man. you can't overrun this shit again. We're at the end of the show. So, yeah, they were trying to get him to hurry up again, which obviously didn't happen.
See, that's the thing I've never liked about SmackDown being on Fox. They don't get exactly 2 hours.
Yeah,
They get an hour and 57 minutes
yeah,
because all the the Fox affiliates have to have commercials before they go to the news. Not like Raw where it goes right after the top of the hour.
yeah,
or a couple minutes over.
Or AEW, which they get permission to go 5 minutes over, which they do that
Pretty much
on
every
Dynamite
Dynamite.
and then the show that comes after, I think it's Modern Family, gets preempted like 5 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
yeah,
cut into every single show every week.
yeah,
They
yeah.
overrun on a weekly
But
basis.
SmackDown, they don't get the full 2 hours. If they had the full 2 hours, maybe The Rock could have attacked him or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, they don't.
But so did y'all see Amanda Huber's tweet?
Yeah, that pointing out that Ava Rain is like 20 years older than The Rock's younger children.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was like, talking about an age gap when your own daughters are almost 20 years apart is a weird choice.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, calling out The Rock. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I just thought that shit was funny too.
Yeah. Well, it's the same situation.
Yeah.
Cody's dad had different wives. And
Yeah. It's the
yeah,
situation, bro. So you shouldn't be talking. No, but I get why he's doing it. Like that's who you are right now. And it's WrestleMania season, so
that's why $1 Million Man had a son named Ted DiBiase, even though he had older kids
yeah.
because he had different wives.
Yeah. Funny how that works. But yeah, man. Real good shit from the Bloodline. Real good shit from Cody and Seth. The one thing I want to happen, because it hasn't been directly referenced, other than for the time Seth said, Cody, I'll be your shield. Here's what I want for night one. You get Cody and Seth coming out full shield gear through the crowd, shield music. We tried to throw Roman off that way the last time.
Yeah,
This time you do it again, but with Cody by his side. I want to see it. And I didn't think about this until right now when you started talking about it. So that's the thought that popped in my mind. If they decide to do that shit, just remember you heard it here from me first. Because nobody else has brought that up yet. So, just had to throw that in there as an extra note. But hell yeah, man. I'm very excited and all that shit was badass. So now that we've got Johnny's moment in there, I'm going to go over to Drew and see what his moment is because I seriously have no clue.
I did until we sat down today. Oh. I'm going to have to go with Gunther and Dominic.
Yeah.
It was Dominic put up a little bit of a fight, but he's not going to beat Gunther.
No.
But those slaps, the slaps he took,
Yeah.
ripping his, I guess, chest protector, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. His gear.
His gear.
That was Triple H's wedding gift.
Yeah. Here, for your wedding, I'll give you all these. Here, have some more.
Here, have some chops.
Here, have all the chops.
Have all the chops for your wedding.
Hey, Dominic, did you have a rough wedding night? Man, y'all went crazy after y'all left the party, didn't y'all? No, that was from the Gunther match.
I did see a WWE produced TikTok earlier of Dominic and Rhea. I think they were in bed, and he was saying that he had a rough match. I have to find it.
They showed one where they were back in the trainer's room or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, "Why did you think to take on Gunther? Because I wanted to impress you, mommy." And then they see the camera and they're like, "Go away, go give me some chicken nuggets."
Oh, yeah,
Some chicken nuggies.
Go give me some chicken nuggies.
And this guy just got married too. And he's like, don't get me wrong, I love some good chicken nuggets and shit. But when that is the only thing you eat, bro, you're a grown married man now.
yeah,
Maybe you should eat some steak or some shit.
yeah. You can afford it too.
Yeah. Why are you
I bet that's not
tenders,
all he eats.
bro?
I'm sure it's not. It's just kayfabe.
Yeah.
Although Finn and Priest have said, when they go out to a restaurant, they have to find one that has chicken tenders because that's pretty much all he eats when they go out to restaurants.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Unless they go to, I bet that's not when they go to a Mexican restaurant, they'll be fine. He'll get fajitas or something, I'm assuming.
Well, I've been to Mexican restaurants where they have chicken strips and burgers.
Yeah.
On the kids menu.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which just proves our point even more. But yeah, Gunther beat his ass, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But like you said, Dominic did put up a little bit more of a fight. So that was good as well. But he was not going to beat Gunther.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're having a gauntlet match to find Gunther's opponent at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. I'm glad of everybody that's in there. A lot of people are pushing for Sammy. But we're gonna see how that goes.
A lot of people are pushing for the final two to be Sammy and Chad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this gauntlet match gets time. I hope it's like an hour plus that we've seen in the past, not like the 20-minute gauntlet match.
Yeah. We'll see what it ends up being, but
yeah,
it's gonna be good, I think.
Yeah.
So before we move on to my moment, just want to say, hey, what's up, Emily and Caroline? Thanks for joining us. And Caroline says, any questions to ask Danhausen in May? Because they're going to meet him at Comic-Con. We're going to have to think on that because we met him as well at
we did.
Store here. But yeah, we didn't really get that much time to ask him a question because there was a lot of people there. So we're going to have to think on that one. And we're going to get back to you on that. But I'm pretty sure we could think of some questions. As far as my moment, I'm really excited that Andrade is back. And even though the match was definitely a squash, he went up against Apollo Crews on Raw. I want longer match times for Andrade. And I just still feel bad for Apollo Crews. That's another guy who has a hell of a look, who under Triple H I thought would be treated better, which he was in NXT when he went back.
Yeah.
But just to come here and for it to be a squash match against Andrade, yeah. I feel happy for Andrade, feel bad for Apollo, but that's really the only moment that was left for me because that's my boy Andrade. And even though he left AEW, I just hope he's presented better.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have put him in that gauntlet match.
Yeah, it would have been a good move.
Yeah,
But hey, there's still time. Maybe somehow he can get worked in. You never know.
yeah.
But one of the other things I wanted to bring up real quick. So SmackDown seemed to have lost a couple of people just because altogether they had roughly 25 minutes of in-ring time of actual matches, and the rest was talking points, backstage segments. Some people weren't quite happy that there was only 25 minutes of wrestling.
They'll make up for it next week.
What?
They'll make up for it next week with that gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
Yeah,
this is you talking about SmackDown, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about SmackDown.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm
Wrong
talking
show.
about SmackDown. Yeah, some people were just upset that there wasn't as much wrestling on it as they would have wanted there to be. And I get it because you watch it for the wrestling, you know? And yeah, stories have to be built, but their main argument was when both The Rock and Roman Reigns have very long entrances, maybe you cut that down a little bit and have a little bit more time for matches. But I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there to see how y'all feel about it.
But again, and this point was made during that promo that The Rock is on the TKO board, so he is technically everyone's boss.
Yeah, that is true. And to answer Caroline's question, we did not go to SmackDown because, well, point number one, I had to work the next day, even though now that wouldn't have been an issue because we got a later schedule. But two, the tickets were pricey ever
Yes.
since The Rock.
For the lower level seats that we usually sit at, for two of those tickets, it was over $500. Which, when regular, it would just be around $200 for two tickets.
Yeah, that's because we didn't get them when they first came out because we didn't know The Rock was going to be there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they went on sale. I think around like right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the reason we didn't buy them then is because we had the holidays were coming up, and we had already gotten our AEW tickets, and I bought tickets for a concert in September that me and Freddie are going to go to. So just bad timing.
Yeah, it was very bad timing. But whoever was able to buy tickets before The Rock was announced, they got a hell of a deal.
Oh yeah, I got a friend that went. I want to shout out to Alex Hart of Hart's Luxury Detailing.
Yeah.
Him and his fiance went. They had a good time.
Yeah. So to kind of piggyback off what Emily is saying, she said, "I'm getting Danhausen to tell Tony AEW needs a pay-per-view in Dallas." We told Tony that in person.
The entire crowd told Tony that.
Yeah, the entire crowd last time we went to AEW,
And
we
it's
were all telling him.
During Collision and Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I think we started a pay-per-view chant at
Yeah.
one point.
Yes.
And then he came out the very end. He goes, "Point taken."
Yeah. So we have to be on the radar for a pay-per-view after that.
And tell Danhausen that the guys from WrestleLost said hello.
Oh yeah.
If you pay close attention to our intro, Danhausen's in our intro.
Damn right. We got a personalized shout out from Danhausen on that shit. And it's gonna be the best. It will forever be one of the best videos I have on my phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one definitely going down the tell Tony we need a pay per view in Dallas is a good thing to say because we made it well known the last time that we want our pay-per-view here.
Yeah.
So
Where? Oh, so I guess where she said she was going to meet him.
at a Comic-Con.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if
I-
he can spread the word, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll have to think of other things that we can ask. We can get y'all to ask them. So now that we've gone through our what's up,
Ask him how we can get on media calls.
yeah, that would be a good thing. We should have asked that last time.
Yeah.
We need to go to another meet and greet and just be like, hey, how can we do this?
Yeah.
Just personally try and work our way in. Yeah, but that would be a funny question to ask.
Yeah.
So now that we've gone through our moments for WWE, we'll go back to Johnny and get his moment for AEW.
I think you know what mine's going to be.
Yeah.
So we got a debut on Wednesday. It was a debut that we thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen the way we thought it would. So Young Bucks come out. They start talking down, talking about their match with Sting and Darby and how that's in the past. And now they want to look towards this tag team tournament for the titles. And then Eddie Kingston, music hits. He comes out, and then because the Young Bucks they started a thing with Kingston last week. Well, Kingston wants to fight, so Kingston he gets in the ring. He gets jumped by the Bucks. And then you hear it very clearly. You hear the coin drop. And it's because it's Okada. He's officially all elite. And he came out with a suit, which I thought, okay, it's his first night. He wants to look good. And so he came out, got into the ring, and he helped Eddie Kingston up. But then as Eddie turned around, Okada got him with a Rainmaker. Now, before this, the Young Bucks, they announced that they were suspending Hangman Page from the Elite. Then they announced that since Kenny Omega hadn't been showing up to work, which I mean, he's been out with an illness, but because of that Kenny Omega has been fired from the Elite. They said they didn't say he was fired from AEW. He just said he was fired from the Elite. So now with this Okada turn, the Young Bucks announced that Okada is now a member of the Elite. And I like this because eventually when Kenny is all healed up, which I know he's had a recent setback, but once he makes his way back, we're gonna lead into Kenny Omega Okada 5. What do y'all think?
I think whenever we get that match, it's gonna blow the roof off the place. Obviously, here I didn't know how to feel about Okada being heel coming into AEW, but I kind of like it.
Yeah,
like him aligning with the Bucks, it's different. And that's what I want right now. I want some different things happening. And yeah, if AEW would have brought in Okada and he would have been just face Okada, we would have loved it either way. But going into the unknown because he's a heel is one of the biggest swerves I did not see coming.
and Okada with this deal, he's making bank. So here's the news from earlier that I was going to share. Okada is they only signed him to a 3-year deal, but each year is $4.5 million a year.
He's not called the Rainmaker for no reason, bro. He's making it rain, bro. They
Yeah,
made it rain on him.
and he has relocated to the States as well.
I think this is what some people didn't like about what Okada had to say before he officially was in AEW. He said that as much as he loved his time in New Japan, that he had done everything he wanted to do
Yeah,
and that he did not see himself coming back. And I know never say never, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. But he is convinced that he is never going to go back to New Japan. And that's what people didn't like.
but like you said, never say never, and we all know that AEW has the open relationship with New Japan.
Yeah.
So eventually, he will find his way back.
I think he will. Like, I could see him doing one last run in New Japan just to finish off his career, you know?
Yeah. And by the way, all the WWE rumors, it turns out WWE never contacted him. It was Okada who contacted WWE because of people that he knew in the company, but
Yeah.
they never officially talked about meeting with him.
Now that it has happened and he is all elite, I'm kind of glad he didn't go to WWE.
Yeah. Yes.
Because they wouldn't have known what to do with him.
No, because I mean, I heard they wanted to debut him in NXT.
Yeah. or
That's funny.
I could even see something like this happening, which sounds good on paper, but again, I don't think they would have known how to do it right. Put him and Shinsuke as a tag team.
I was gonna say, because right now you have Damage Control with Kyrie, Asuka, and Io. You would have put him in the male version with Shinsuke and Akira Tozawa.
Yeah. and eventually, like, you group all of them together.
Yeah.
Like Asuka, Okada, Kyrie,
Io.
and knowing how, well, maybe not anymore because Triple H is in command, but if Vince and his stooges were still around, I'd have been like, let's call them the Asian Invasion. I don't know what they would have done. Yeah, so in a way, I'm glad he didn't go to WWE because they wouldn't have treated him right.
Yeah.
He is too big of a name to go to WWE and just be in NXT and be doing some dumb shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe we'll get Okada versus Keshna soon.
yeah, that could happen.
We'll get an Okada Ospreay match in AEW.
Hell yeah. We'll get a whole bunch of matches that we're gonna just be sitting here just like, oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I think the first one is going to be Okada and Eddie Kingston.
All the blood, and just from Kingston.
Yeah.
Okada won't bleed. Well, I'm not saying won't, but he's not going to be bleeding buckets like Eddie Kingston.
We had a return a while ago on AEW.
You want to spoil it?
Do we want?
That's up to you. If you want to know, I can tell you. If you
Johnny,
don't.
yes,
yes.
Who we got?
The Bastard Pack.
Yeah,
Well,
and
he came out when Okada and the Young Bucks were fighting. Him and Eddie and Okada had a Stare down.
Ooh.
Okada and Pac had a stare down.
That's spicy. Jesus.
So
Yeah.
Pac might be the first Okada match, not Eddie. Well, besides the jobbers they had tonight in the trios match.
All right. Fuck. Wow. My God. WWE better watch out. Is all I'm saying.
And then we got big business this week.
Yeah.
We got Darby and against Jay White, and
Jay White,
what could Jay White potentially be Darby's last match.
potentially.
We're gonna talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, and we're also going to get Samoa Joe against Wardlow. The potential debut of Mercedes Moné.
We're going to get Willow and Riho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, so much good shit is happening.
Yes.
But yeah, man, Okada, he's just gonna blow our minds, bro, at all the shit he's gonna do in AEW. And yeah, Pac wasn't that big of a spoiler because with the video package we saw, we knew he was gonna come back. So, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised he came back so quick.
Yeah.
Like he was on TV so quick. That is the big surprise. So
Yeah, he came out and did a face down with Okada. So
cool. I think I need to go change my shorts. I'm not gonna get super dirty on this 15. But yeah, man. Fuck. It's too damn good. I'm glad he's in AEW. So now that we got Johnny's amazing Okada moment in there, I'm gonna go over to Drew, get his moment, and I'll be right back. I promise I'm not gonna go change my pants.
there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
So much to choose from. If we're including Revolution,
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to or not, or if we just
can,
want to stick with regular shows. But there was so much happening on Revolution that my God,
Yeah, I think we need to discuss that too.
maybe that's my moment this week. Revolution was my moment.
The entire show.
Well, you had so much happen. You had Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Orange Cassidy. Yeah. Well, I hate to talk about this when he's afraid you're here, but we can
We had Orange Cassidy taking that backbreaker on the top on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Which, oh my God, that hurt my back watching it. And he lost the international championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
To Roderick Strong. Then you had the glorious match of.
But not only that, then we had the return of Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly.
And they were teasing they wanted Kyle to join the Undisputed Kingdom, but this past week on Dynamite, Kyle said he's gonna go it alone for right now.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those two in the same match. Then we had the whole match of Takeshita Will Ospreay, which was like a great match.
So Andrew's moment is the entire Revolution.
Revolution pay-per-view.
Fair enough.
Because there's so much to talk about in that. And like I said earlier in the week, I felt sorry for Samoa Joe, Hangman, and Swerve because they had to follow Takeshita and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
They were the lead into Sting's final match.
And then you had Sting's final match. And how is Darby even walking without being able to wrestle after going through the glass on the chairs from the ladder in the oh good Lord.
Not only that, before that match, you had the video of Sting like sitting in the theater watching his greatest moments.
Yeah, and then you had you also had his sons come out as early Sting and Wolfpack Sting.
Yeah, you had Surfer Sting come out, and then Wolfpack Sting, and then they switched from his AEW music to Metallica Seek and Destroy.
Yeah.
And then Sting comes out.
I've never sang Seek and Destroy so loudly as I did.
And Sting going out as a undefeated at 28-0 in AEW tag team champ.
29.
Come on,
29
he was
Yeah.
he was 28 before the match started. That's
And
right.
it was actually, and it was actually 30 matches, but that 30th match was against the Great Muta in Japan.
Yeah.
And they did retain the titles, which they vacated, and that's how we're going to
Yeah.
get this tournament.
And then Wednesday, Darby goes, "Wow!" People are asking me, "Why don't I find a new partner and go on?" It's like, how do you replace the icon Sting?
You can't.
You
No,
can't. So Darby just gives up his title.
and Darby's also going to go find Mount Everest. At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that whole Revolution pay per view was just awesome. And that's my moment. That whole part.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
And I didn't watch it till actually Tuesday night, I think,
Yeah.
because I had to work Sunday. Monday morning, so I didn't watch it Sunday. I watched it Tuesday evening. But yeah, it was just great.
The spot that did it for me, other than for the Darby spot with the glass in the chair, was in the turnbuckle with Ospreay and Takeshita.
Oh yeah,
When he went and hit his back.
Yeah,
and that big old bruise, scrape, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god!
I saw the bruise before he hit the ground. It was an instant bruise.
Which I hope he got that checked out, but because I know Nigel was saying that's right around the area of the liver.
Yeah,
I'm sure he probably did.
But
he actually wrestled Wednesday too. So
yeah.
But
another amazing match. So is it safe to say that Ospreay might just have 5-star matches every time he wrestles now in AEW?
Yeah, Tony called the Takeshita match top 5 all time.
I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it.
Yeah, that's going to be in a lot of people's lists of match of the year in December.
Yeah,
it could be, but I think we might have one at Dynasty that might match it.
Yeah,
with him and Daniel Bryan.
Bryan
Danielson. I'm still getting used to it.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
But yeah, Ospreay did put out a message after his match with Kyle Fletcher. It was like, this first run in AEW has been pretty good. I'm going to go back home to the missus. I need to rehab. I need to feel better. So he's already gone back home. Yeah. Hey, fair enough. Those 2 matches you had, you killed it, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, he won't be away for long. I give it a week or 2 and he'll be back. But yeah, man, if this is what we're gonna get every single time, you know what I want to see, and hopefully we're able to get this match because of a certain upcoming situation. I hope we're eventually able to get Ospreay Darby. Oh, all the death in that match. But yeah, I could understand why you would say.
And Andrew also mentioned that backbreaker that Orange Cassidy took on the turnbuckle.
Oh yeah. How are they walking, man? How are anybody walking in AEW? Everybody is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they just show up a week later like, hi, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I'm fine. It's like,
yeah. How?
I'd be bedridden for a week if that happened to me.
Dude, I jump off my bed and my back is like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
So after Ollie Davis from Wrestle Talk pointed this out, that after Darby's match this week, this will be the first time in AEW where all of the 4 pillars are going to be out.
Yeah.
MJF's injured. Darby's going to be at Mount Everest. Sammy suspended. Jack Perry is doing stuff in New Japan. He's a part of the House of Torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4 pillars, none of them are there.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, man, give it 1 or 2 years down the line, I think all of them are going to be back.
Oh yeah.
Even Jack Perry,
Yeah.
and it's going to be back to normal in a way, because with how Revolution went, with Will Ospreay coming in, and with Okada coming in, and the air quotes possible Mercedes Moné coming in
Yeah.
next week at Big Business. A lot of people are comparing the time we're at now as to like when AEW first started. It's that same level of excitement again,
Yeah.
because it's even though most of them have been around for since the start, it just feels so refreshed
Yeah.
right now.
And since Jack Perry is now in the House of Torture, I have heard rumors that they're also on their way to AEW. Which, uh, if you don't know New Japan House of Torture, that's the shittiest wing of Bullet Club. It's led by Io Sky's husband. So yeah,
Hey, I'll take any of them, bro. Like anybody from New Japan that
yeah, oh
wants
yeah,
over,
of
I'll
course,
take it.
yeah,
I'll take it because
yeah,
it's just gonna help the product.
yes,
So hell yeah, bring them all along. I don't give a shit. I'll
yeah,
take it. But yeah, we're gonna have. So as for my moment, I just want to dive into the psychotic mind of Darby Allin, because we're gonna have to get real here. When he spoke, like every time Darby speaks, he's never shows any other emotion other than like rage and excitement. He's You never see him get emotional in the way that other people do. But whenever he said that next week could possibly be his last match ever because of him going to go climb Mount Everest, and there's a real possibility of him not coming back. And just the way he thanked all the guys in the back, the way he thanked Tony Khan, it made me believe, like, what if he doesn't?
Well,
it would be big news.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like 30 people a year die trying to climb Mount Everest because
Yeah.
of altitude sickness. So
Avalanches.
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also have the avalanches up there, but mostly it's altitude sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like he said, it's a real thing. It's a real possibility.
So
Carry your oxygen bottles, Darby.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's this video I've seen circulating where you remember Vampiro?
Mhm. Yeah.
He was interviewing Penta. And one of the things that Vampiro brought up towards Penta, one of the questions he asked him is like, some of the things you do in the ring makes me think that you don't have a fear of dying in the ring. So the question that Vampiro asked Penta is, are you afraid to die in the ring? And he's like, this is what I love to do. And I'm going to risk it all for the fans that come out to see us. If I die in the ring, I am happy to die in the ring. And he says if he did die one day in the ring, he couldn't think of a more perfect way. And I'm starting to think that Darby does not care either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like he said, from being homeless to the life he has now, he would have never expected it, you know? And even though he has that life now where he doesn't have to worry about being homeless anymore, or where you're getting your next meal, or where you're going to sleep for the night. He's like, I shouldn't be alive right now with some of the stuff he went through. I've heard him say that before in interviews.
Yeah, because we all know about the car accident that he was involved in when he was 5 with his uncle.
Yeah. I'm afraid for him. Like, if I don't know how Tony's letting him do this. Like, you have to think, if anybody would be able to stop him from doing it, it would be Tony. I don't know, man. I don't know about this. I'm very nervous for him because he has a long career ahead of him. Some people don't think so because of his style, but he has a long life ahead of him. So I don't know why he's risking it at this point by climbing Mount Everest, but sure. How long does a climb take roughly? Does anybody know? Can we get a timeline here so we can check in on Darby?
It's several. It's at least several days.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe about a week.
Okay. And all he said was he was going at the end of the month,
Yeah, 27th.
the 27th. So if we don't hear from him by the 4th, I'm nervous. I'm giving him a couple of extra days there just in case. But if we don't hear from him by the 7th, I'm like, he's not alive anymore. And look, this coming from a guy who watches Jackass and shit, where they've been bitten by rattlesnakes and where they have gotten concussed and shit like that. But this is climbing Everest.
Yeah,
People have not only lost their their train of thought, and like their sense of direction, they've been frozen alive up there.
yeah.
So there is so many different things that could go wrong. And yet here I was the other day asking for a video of him doing a coffin drop somewhere on Mount Everest.
Yeah.
This thing says 4 to 8 weeks.
Oh,
What?
okay.
4 to 8 weeks.
Okay. Well,
It depends on how much time you
Shit.
spend.
Yeah, it depends how much time you spend resting and.
And that's all the way up there and all the way down.
Okay.
Okay.
4 to 8 weeks. Fuck. So it can be anywhere from 1 to 2 months.
Months.
Right. Yeah. Now, if you go from the top base camp to the top and back down, it's like 16 hours.
Okay.
Just from the highest base camp to the top and back down.
That's probably what I was thinking. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to start from the very bottom or maybe he's going to just be flown to a base camp.
This
Yeah,
crazy ass is going to start from the very bottom.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to start from because I know you fly into
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. No, Kathmandu.
Kilimanjaro's in Hawaii.
Right.
Kathmandu.
Or, yeah, you fly into
Man.
Nepal.
You fly into Kathmandu, Nepal. But I don't know if that 4 to 8 weeks is from there or what. So I'm assuming it's from the airport up there and back, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Look, man.
I've even seen because I watched that show, Air Disasters.
Yeah.
I do too.
Even
I
been
love that
planes.
show.
I do too. There even been planes that have crashed out there.
Yeah,
Oh, great. Yeah. Fuck. Just another. Is he flying
it's
Delta?
one of the toughest airports to fly into because it's so
Yeah.
short and
And you get the
you're
mountains.
landing uphill and everything. So
Yeah.
and you have to fly
Not
between the
survived the
mountains.
plane ride over there.
Exactly.
Shit. Okay, Darby. Look, if I was you, look, you're already gonna climb Everest. Here's what I need you to do. That way, at least you make it there. You need to parachute off the plane. Don't tell the pilot
You
not
still
even
start
to
with the
land that
skydive?
bitch.
Just skydive to the top and work your way down.
There
Yes.
you go.
That way you don't have to
Now
climb.
we're thinking. Oh, he's gonna get impaled at the top of the damn thing. I'm very nervous about this, man. 'Cause-
And if he gets to the top, I hope he plants an AEW flag.
oh, that would be so cool, though, to have an AEW flag at the very top of Everest, though. I just really hope he makes it through it all right. And I need a picture of that. He's gonna take one. He has to take one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a picture of the AEW flag just planted there. There's a lot of nervous people right now because of Darby. So yeah, I hope there's a way to get. I don't know how communication would work.
But when you go,
Satellite phone. That's all you got up there, satellite phone.
yeah. But when you climb Mount Everest, you don't go alone. You have Sherpas with you.
You usually have a Sherpa guide.
Look,
And at least
look. I hear Sting is free. Can we
take Sting with you.
Can we send Sting with him? Just so Darby doesn't do some more dumb shit
Take
while up
Sting
there.
and his sons.
Yeah. God damn it, man. Humor is my go-to whenever I'm very nervous about something. This is why this happens.
Yes, because I remember when Freddie called me to tell me that Bray had passed away. He was actually laughing.
I was actually what?
You were laughing.
Yeah, because I don't do well with these sort of situations. Look, man, I just want the next 2 months to go by quickly, and I just want him to be back and have a match with Osprey. Like, let's just be safe. That's all I can say. Yeah, man. I just wish him the best after this next match, and just be as safe as possible. Yeah, we just had to speak on Darby a little bit because of this situation he got himself in, and hopefully it's fun for him, which he's a daredevil, so it will be. So,
Yeah.
Before we start to wrap up, on the personal side of things, since for a little bit there we spoke and brought up midlife crisis shit because of The Rock, I'm gonna show you. I've been waiting 2 weeks to be able to show one of my recent purchases, and the only reason I had to wait 2 weeks is for Andrew to be here, because he would know this better than Johnny, because Johnny hasn't watched the movies. So if you second here, because it's a little big, so I have to back up all the way, and there's a button to push. So I want to make sure I have my finger on the button. Are you ready? By the hammer of Thor! Hell yes. So it's quiet right now, but you'll hear it again because it goes off like every 2 minutes for like 10 minutes once you press the button. I have Thor. I have my own Mjolnir. Yeah, don't ask me how much I paid for that. I'll never tell. It
And
wasn't
Thor
that,
don't, but Thor don't carry that no more. Evidently, Captain
I-
America does.
but I can't buy them all, Andrew. This is my favorite one, though, so I had to buy that one. It's off of Love and Thunder. It's one of my favorite ones. Some people hated it. I love it. But yeah, I had to show you that. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff. Has us real excited for the next couple of weeks. AEW is really picking up steam again. WWE Road to WrestleMania. Everything's great so far.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things keep on happening through
And
these next couple of weeks.
and one more thing, I want to give WWE credit for Michael Cole congratulating Sting on his final match.
Oh hell
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
And Pat McAfee saying it was a great match, so
Yeah.
you know he watched it.
Yes.
Yeah, and this I do know, and I didn't want to bring it up because I wanted it to stay for the most part in a positivity way. But there are some people that were on Twitter saying, "Oh, screw AEW, they didn't do Sting retirement right." I'm like, it was a perfect send off. They
Yeah.
gave him all the respect in the world.
Yeah.
Unlike WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, WWE makes a lot of their people lose their retirement match.
Kurt Angle
Lost.
did not. Kurt Angle
Yeah.
didn't like his retirement tour.
Yeah.
He
And
lost
they
to
get-
Baron Corbin in his final match. How is that any good?
Yeah.
Sting goes out undefeated as the tag team champion.
Yeah.
And Sting did not want to go out undefeated. He wanted to put over the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
Young
He
Bucks
didn't
were
want to
gone.
win.
But they told him, no, you're going to win.
Yeah. This wasn't it was Sting's decision for this to be his final match. And Tony wanted him to wait until Wembley. But Sting said, no, the perfect time is now. So everything was pretty much Sting's decision, except for him winning. Because, like Sting said, he wanted to put up the Young Bucks on the way out. But the Young Bucks and Tony have so much respect for Sting that they said, no, bro, we're going to have you win. So, yeah, to all the fuckheads out there saying they didn't do it right, yes, they did. And you're stupid for thinking otherwise. And when these people were called out and were asked, did you watch the match? They said no.
No. It's like,
What the
how
fuck
can you
is
say
that?
that if you didn't watch the match?
Yeah.
Who cares if it's AEW and you don't like AEW? Watch it because it's his final match. I know of a lot of people that I've seen on Twitter and have spoken to ever since then that have said, we aren't particularly fond of AEW, but we paid for this pay-per-view to watch Sting's last match. Because those people, whether they willingly said it or not, wanted to see Sting send out in the perfect way, in a better way than WWE did. So here it is. You have it. Don't shit on it. Just watch it. If you're not going to watch it for Sting. That's all I'm going to say. If you truly do respect him, watch it for it being his final match done right. And yeah, that's the only bit of negativity I had to throw on there because of stupid people talking shit like they always do. But I'm over it. I know what I think of it, and a whole lot of people think the same way, so I'm not going to listen to these fuckwads anymore. So now that we got a little bit of rage at it triggered, like always, to see how it goes, it is time to stump the brain.
Oh. Since I missed the Elimination Chamber podcast, we're going to go with an Elimination Chamber question. Which two superstars, men and women, have the most appearances in a Elimination Chamber match?
Well, now that he appeared in this year, Randy Orton is number one.
He has 9. Now,
Yeah.
who's the woman that has the most appearances?
That would be Bailey.
No. You're half right. Liv Morgan. She's been in 5.
Oh, poor Liv.
I know. I feel sorry for Liv, dude.
I still
If
feel
she does
so
not win the
sorry for
Rumble,
her.
if she does not win the Rumble next year, something's wrong. The last 2 years, she's finished second in the Rumble, and she finished second in the Elimination Chamber this year as well.
If you're not gonna, and here's my thing: if you're not gonna give her the Rumble, at least give her Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Right.
Do something here.
She did get Money in the Bank.
No, but I mean, if you're not gonna give her the Rumble, like give her Money in the Bank, give her a chance.
Yeah, but the Money in the Bank doesn't guarantee WrestleMania.
Right.
That's why I think she needs to win the Rumble so she can be headline WrestleMania.
She won Money in the Bank and she cashed in the same night.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, she needs a Mania.
Yeah,
she needs
fuck
a
it, I
Mania,
want the
a
Rumble.
Mania pay-per-view headline. Especially coming in second the last 2 years. Last year's to Rhea and this year's to Bailey.
So we're in agreement that she needs to win it next year.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Either Liv wins next year or we riot.
Yeah, us as a squad riot.
Yeah, I think we riot.
I think possible next year the final 2 would be Jade and Liv.
They're gonna make me hate Jade again, aren't they?
They are.
If Jade wins over Liv next year, I'm gonna periodically for a little bit hate Jade again because it should have been Liv. And I will sit here and I will show my aggression by I will sit here with my hammer of Thor, with my Mjolnir, and I will show my rage. Sorry. I just had to do it one more time. I love it. It's badass. But yeah, lots of great shit from WWE and lots of great shit from AEW. I know which company is still my favorite right now, but they're both up there with each other.
I want to ask something real quick.
Okay.
What do we think about the match the boxing match that was announced this week?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, we're gonna go there. Okay.
I had to ask. There's a 30-year age difference.
Yeah, well, okay, so I've seen people say that they're not giving Mike Tyson credit because of his age. If anything, if Aaliyah and Sting have taught us anything, is that age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah. My wife actually thinking about watching it because she thinks Mike Tyson's just going to kick the hell out of Paul.
Bring her along. The more the merrier.
Yeah, we're actually thinking of doing watch along.
She actually says, I might just watch it to see Jake just get knocked out in like 2 punches, like Tyson used to do.
Look, man, here's what I'm going to say before I dive in deeper onto what I think. If Johnny is okay with it and she wants to come through, we'll buy more food. That's not a problem. Yeah, man, if she wants to kick back and watch it, as long as Johnny's cool with it, like, sure.
Yeah.
It's when in July, is it?
The 20th, it's a Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's like a week before your birthday.
2 days.
Oh,
That could be your birthday gift. Say you just want to bring her along to watch this fight.
but that might be also, it might be during his vacation time.
We're going to Colorado in the beginning of July,
Oh, you'll be back.
so we'll be back by then.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Okay.
But this year I turned 50.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So not only are we going to be watching Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, we're going to be celebrating Drew's 50th birthday. I need to start thinking of what cake to get. Okay, but back to it. What, since you're the one that brought it up right now, how do you think this is going to go down?
See, I don't know what kind of shape Mike Tyson's still in. I don't know how often he works out. All this. We know Jake. Didn't he beat Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, yes, but that was like an exhibition type of thing.
Right. Wasn't this an exhibition type thing?
But here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm hearing. Jake, what he's trying to do right now is move out from the exhibition side of boxing and go into becoming a professional boxer.
Yeah.
So to do that, you have to take it a lot more seriously. You have to drop the whole exhibition, only 6 rounds, and with all these extra fucking rules that keep it from being an actual boxing match.
See, like I said, I don't know what kind of shape Tyson's in, but if this was 20 years ago, Jake wouldn't stand a chance. Tyson would just knock him out in 2 or 3 punches. But like, I don't know what. I think he can go either way. Like I said, I don't know what kind of shape Mike Tyson's in.
Here's what I'm going to say as far as his shape. From what I know, and from the videos I have seen, still got the speed, still has the power.
Well, if that's the case, I think Jake's going to get knocked the fuck out. Oh.
You,
in the immortal words of Smokey, you got knocked the fuck out.
Okay, so Johnny, you already told me how you think this is going to go.
I'm not even going to give him the first round.
Johnny thinks he's going to get knocked out first round. Here's how I want this to go. I really, really, really hate Jake Paul. Logan is the better brother of the two. And at least right now, with what he's doing it, even though he's playing the heel, you can tell he respects the sport. And from everything that I have seen, Jake does not respect it. He doesn't respect the sport of boxing. So, I hope Tyson, if he really still has all the speed and all the power, I hope he just toys with him. He just jumps in, just gives him a combo and just fucking staggers him back. And he just does that shit for like 3 rounds. And then he just comes in at the beginning of the 4th and he just lays one shot on him. Just knocks him the fuck out. I want to see Jake Paul laying in a pool of his own blood. I want to see his eyes closed shut. I want to see him shut the fuck up. And I do think Mike Tyson can do it. That's what I want.
Yeah, she thinks it's going to be a first round knockout too.
I mean, sure, I'll take it if it happens. But if it was up to me, I would play with him first. You know, I would make him think he has like a little bit of a chance.
Tyson, Jake Paul. Yeah, she just walked in. I'm telling her what we're talking about.
Oh man!
If not, he'll get disqualified because Logan Paul will get wrestling and boxing confused and try to interfere.
Look, okay.
Hit him with the American title, U.S. title.
Yeah.
Look, well, I know this isn't going to happen, but hey, Mike Tyson, after you knock him out, can you bite his ear off?
He's not Holyfield, okay?
Just please. But yeah,
I just had to ask because I know you're big. We talk other sports. We talk other combat sports.
Yeah. Look, I just hate that we have to wait 3 months for it. But then again, not too long ago, we were like, we have to wait so long for WrestleMania, and now WrestleMania is around the corner.
It'll fly by.
Yeah, so time is gonna fly by. So yeah, so it is gonna be in Arlington. We are gonna look at the prices of the tickets, but they are gonna be
expensive.
They're gonna be expensive.
I bet they are.
So we might as well just say we're gonna do a watch along for it. And it being 2 days before your birthday, we might as well do a little birthday bash for the 50-year-old in the group. Hey, you threw out the number, we didn't.
I mean, I didn't do anything for my 45th.
Yeah, so yeah, the watch along is what we plan on going with, and it's gonna be fun as fuck. I hope as long as Jake gets knocked the fuck out. I might get shirts made. Fuck it, why not? But yeah, I can't wait to see how that goes down. Yeah, like always, if you have any questions or comments, WrestleLost@gmail.com, WrestleLost on Facebook, and don't forget to give us a follow here on Twitch, on our YouTube, and on our TikTok at WrestleLostPod. Sorry, something popped up on my screen and it distracted me.
Yeah, your audio changed.
Your audio went whack.
Yeah, my audio went a little whack there for some reason. I didn't even do anything. I wonder why it went all crazy. But, oh well, I'll try and figure it out. So, hope everybody has a good weekend, and we will talk to y'all next week.
See you next week.